It looks like a quiet, ordinary day here at Hillcrest Healthcare Center. Nursing assistants are busy working with residents, making sure they are enjoying the highest level of functioning and well-being possible. While some are helping with recreational activities, nursing assistants in other parts of the building are assisting with other tasks that are likely a part of your workday: bathing, grooming, dressing, and of course, listening and talking with residents under their care. However, there is something that makes this day different. Today, surveyors from the Minnesota Department of Health are visiting. And that's also why I'm here. In the next few minutes, I want to show you what you can expect when the survey team comes to your facility. Survey visits are unannounced and last several days, so I hope I can help you understand more about what happens during a survey visit. We're also going to talk with some staffers here at Hillcrest to see what they learned during a survey visit. As they'll tell you, the nursing home survey process and its outcome is an important matter. However, as they'll also tell you, it's nothing to be nervous about.
But she made me to feel comfortable. She wasn't intimidating. And I knew what I was doing. And I think from that day on, I just kind of gained my confidence that I know what I'm doing, so why am I nervous?
When the surveyors are here, there is no change in my days because what I give to the residents as a care, the same thing what I do every day. And there's no changes at all.
I don't have no problem being observed by a surveyor. I just do the right thing, what I do every day for the resident. They're very nice people. It's good if they come.
They'll just observe what we're doing. They may ask somebody a question.
One thing you should know right away is that surveyors understand that you have a hard job to do, and they'll do their best to stay out of your way while they observe. It also might help you to know that surveys are done about once a year at every federally certified long-term care facility or nursing home in Minnesota to make sure they meet federal and state standards. A visit is important because meeting those standards is required so that residents under your care can continue receiving Medicare and Medicaid payments. The first thing you'll notice about survey team members is that they take a lot of notes and ask to see a lot of paperwork. But just because they're writing doesn't mean they found something wrong. In a lot of cases, they're making notes when things are done right or better than expected. They see and hear a lot during a survey visit, so they want to make sure they keep accurate records. A visit usually starts with a meeting between the team leader and key staff at a facility. While this meeting is going on, other survey team members will walk through your building to find out where things are located. It's likely that a staff nurse will accompany them on this first walkthrough. After the meetings and the walk-around, much of the surveyor's time will be spent watching what you consider to be normal everyday activities. It's their way of making sure that the plan of care for each resident is meeting his or her needs. And because they know that meeting those needs involves more than just medicines and cleanliness, they'll watch to see how you interact. In other words, do you treat residents the way you'd like to be treated, with dignity and respect? And do you follow the policies and procedures that you learned when you trained for your job? Most nursing assistants we talk to remember the survey visits. But they also told us that they quickly forgot the Department of Health team was around and often didn't notice when the survey ended.
My feeling after they left was no different than any other day. They don't bother me when they're here.
Especially for your first time, you may feel relieved that you can now just go on like you normally would. After you get used to it, it just slips your mind that they're even there.
Once the state survey leaves, it's a good feeling. We know as a team that we have done our best. And overall, everyone is happy because we know we're going to get good results.
These nursing assistants who've been through several surveys say that it will help you to remember that you know your residents better than anyone. So it's important to just be yourself and give the cares you normally do the way you normally do them. You'll also notice that at times, surveyors may ask you some questions, like, how long have you taken care of this resident? Or, how long have you worked in this unit? Or, what is the resident's care plan? They may also ask you about procedures or policies, and it's okay to say you don't know the answer to a question. If you don't understand a question, ask them to repeat it. While you and the care you provide are the most important parts of a resident's quality of life, surveyors will also look at other things in your facility. First of all, they'll take an overall look at the building and grounds to see if things are neat, clean, and well kept. They'll spend time in the kitchen and food service areas. They'll watch meals being prepared and served. They'll also check the way your facility handles medications and how you make sure that residents get the right drug at the right time. It's also likely they'll talk to others who work with you, including the director of nursing, the dietary staff, and the social workers. If they feel it's needed, surveyors may also investigate further into issues raised during these discussions. When the survey team is done with its visit, they'll hold an exit conference to share some preliminary findings. If you'd like to attend, check with your nursing home supervisor so you can hear firsthand what the preliminary findings are.
Well, I hope this has been helpful. Obviously, a survey visit will take longer and be more detailed than what we've been able to show in these few minutes. But I hope you'll also remember why the surveyors will be visiting your facility.
And I hope that you remember that their job, like yours, is to make sure that the residents who call your nursing facility home have the best quality of life possible.
I want to thank the staff here at Hillcrest for letting us visit today and show you some of what happens during a survey. And finally, on behalf of the Minnesota Department of Health, I want to thank you for the care and services you provide to your residents every day.